And from what you've said, Mr. Baji, the names of these individuals, as well as your name in relation to this particular issue, as well as Hatib Jane and Baka,
exactly.
As far as you're concerned, these were false allegations that were cooked up.
Komite ya fanyame nyin toli min sa feja ni te fangala ko ko na nimbaka ani Hatib ite komite la foro to ko ngimbe mutu mirol timialon ko man soto to nyanteng.
Ha wala keta hani tonya kelinteje.
Yeah, that's true. Even a single iota of truth is not in this.
Our target was Kambundi.
His target was to remove me.
Why do you think Yaya Jammeh put so much effort into trying to remove you, as you put it?
Ite yaje nana ko yaje me ayala kato beke kaje ko ya fanya men pour que bondi policial.
Abebu kafo.
Well, not everything can be revealed.
Ateka jele konka challenge.
What he thought was that he sees that I used to challenge him.
And ajele nae kudolke ntebuka song.
And he saw that sometimes when he does certain things, I don't agree.
So atelala na just like a day like today.
He will not believe in me. He will not trust me, just like a day like today. Me, I am not afraid. I will not hide.
Even in prison,
even in prison, what I say,
kata court,
to go to court, when I go to court, what I say is always the same thing.
Lastly,
our court, lastly, when people close at work, from work at 4,
you can tell me prison 3:30. We start the court from 4 to 6 p.m.
They pick us from the jail at 3:30. Then we start the court from 4 to
6 o'clock.
To 6 o'clock.
Wotumo the curriculum of follow bira starta o musomandalde bare birin silaba borta silaba starta kadiama borta kabo lungola talanani lenka court start for 6 ni moljita watole kantol samba.
Initially it used to start in the morning, but from the point when Silaba started talking to the point when he absconded, that was the time when they started taking us to court from 4 p.m. downwards.
So to be clear, the sentences that you got, which are life, and 35 years and 6 months, were in relation to economic crimes, the 51 counts that you told us about.
Comme nga kuole senia ite ye sorong minna comme coming for life
35 years
6 months 51 count ye 2 minna
abebe
dendi wala
yen soro men life 35 years wamu robbery case letting.
What I was jailed for life 35 years was because of that robbery case.
Then 6 months onying iko ntele kwe baka bulabiria muta traffic auto maje baka fangonata akotonya teji the police officer, the traffic officer saho fanana akotonya teji still yensoro fanana.
Well, when I was arrested and charged, they said I said that let them release Baka, but Baka himself came back there and said that this is not true. Then the traffic officer himself also came and said that this is not true.
Because Baka mutanon traffic offense law for only seat belt.
Baka was arrested for traffic offense only because of the seat belt.
Then,
but if despite all that, they jailed me for 6 months.
Then Justice Emmanuel Nkia.
Then Justice Emmanuel Nkia.
Atele na case kulute mamatar ni silaba la case ta.
He took about my case kulute mamatar and silaba.
Wherein the former judge Justice Amadi resigned from the case, and the former DPP Minkailu Abdallah.
When former Judge Justice Amadi and Minkailu Abdallah, DPP, when they excused themselves from the case.
Attain told Sorong, each of us 5 years with effect from the day of our arrest. Ataranung ngasanji lulu fanke kasoto or sanjinan.
He jailed us each for 5 years, but at that time we had already spent 4 years in the jail.
You said that while you were IGP, during an incident at the airport where you said there was a defect with the plane that President Jammeh was on.
iko wato minna be IGP yala wato ibe airport to kabirin kulunti la e problem soto ninge.
You said that the reason why the airplane did not fly out is because essentially you grounded it.
Ko mi atina kulunti la fango manti kato itata lo anyatole.
As IGP, what gave you the authority to ground an airplane at that time?
And ite mu IGP wato mune o sembo ditela pour kaje ko kata lo kulunti la nyato.
Because ngankale.
Because I swore
Kabanko kanta aning Gambia dingol niol ke kanta.
To protect the Gambian people and the Gambia as a country.
Wala tina ngaji be ko na nyantole ngalo flight ni nyato wala nsamba lota nyato nkai jina.
This is why I said it is my right to ground that flight, and I stood in front of the flight to tell him that he should come down from that
IGP.
Because I was the IGP at the time.
There are other service chiefs menbeje bare muman noma nteda ma pet.
There were other service chiefs present, but none of them did anything. I was the only person.
Because mubukahani.
Because they were all afraid.
That was Wolungo Fangoleng Ngadani Roke Musambubla Kuala, I recall.
That was the day I appealed to him because of Musambub, and he was brought back.
Because Musambub benun embassy in US, I okili wonata alafta nya kasila olanka ko sa nyimbula emuru na mutala dimbalbeje biri Musamuta umansonkana.
Musambub was working at our embassy. When he was recalled back to the country, he decided to forget that man or marginalize him. But I told him, sir, don't leave this man like that. Then Musambub went back, but he refused to come back.
Nga Musambub called, nti Musambub ane ya jame fango belori.
Myself,
Mosaba mubebe nyala.
I called Musambub, myself, Musambub, Yaya Jamme. We were standing together, and everybody was looking at us.
Na dani wolto, wala na Musa Musa, bira Musa manna.
That's where I appealed to him about Musa's case. But when Musa went back, he didn't come back.
Musa ainte mutale kado birimba koto akante kiale. So obviously ninga kuje menkana nsano as an IGP mbala plasoto mbakelane.
Because when I was under Musa, he looked upon me as a younger brother. So this is why I had to intervene. So I did my best to allay the situation, how things were happening. But when Musa went back, he didn't come back.
So from what I understand, it's not within your authority as IGP to ground airplanes, but you chose to do so on that day because you felt you were the only one who could do it.
Comme nga faham nyaming oto mankete la do ko te mantre la kala pour kata lo kulunte le nyato bare kabri yaje ko itelong IGP wato inata aje ko jarita le pour eta lo kulunte la akana kulunte la ta kanati
ma authority soto, but as an IGP, as a police officer, you are there to prevent life and property, take care of lives and property. Take more member of flight kono, Minister Jamal Lebeje. Tolbe kono te malo member keri. Tolmembe duman tolbe ngalo ne member keri. Nga feel ko ninyim flight tata abe problem cause lale ole mburindi lota flight nyato nga jindina.
Well, as IGP, my job was to protect people's lives and the Gambia, and there were many people there. But when I saw what was happening, this is what made me run and stand in front of the flight so that it will be grounded. Because there were many people on board that flight. A lot of ministers were on board that flight. So this is why I took it upon myself to stop the flight. Because we all saw what was happening.
At a few weeks, Biriko Yari flight Jankata, Pulkata, France, Amon Futano, he had to return back. Emergency Fiancot.
Because he himself, after that incident, when they repaired the plane, a few weeks later, he wanted to fly to France, but the plane was unable to go. He went up to some distance and came back because the plane had a fault.
The last issue I'd like to address is something that I told you about yesterday regarding a newspaper article reporting statements that you made.
Kula bang lafta min kacala ja wolong ngakul min foi nya labangoto ko mimbe kom abe kibar kaitolto.
It is an article that we addressed during Mustafa Sisse's testimony yesterday, entitled IGP Calls for Loyalty to Prezi and the Nation.
kibaro lo mimbe safiring kibar kaito to ko Mustafa ya formule njamen ko IGP wole ko loyal to the president. Pour mole song president oma.
The article is dated the 1st of December 2008.
Article ni abesa feri ne 1st December 2008.
And it was authored by Hatab Fadera and Asan Sala.
And Mia Safe Olom Hatab Fadera and Asan Sala Olomalas Fenko Nulia Safe.
It was following a donation of 14 vehicles that President Jammeh made, brand new pickups for the police force.
Abe bulari no kom daniro leke President Jammeh daniro leke kom pick up
motor tani
di police ola
so I will
President Jammeh amunda pick up motor le di police ola pick up tani nani woliyo kumole safe.
So I will read out two sentences, two quotations from that to have your response on it. And the first one states, if you are not loyal to the president and his government of the day, you have no room within my force, because I will make sure that you are out of the police force. And it goes on to quote further. Quote you as saying, so if President Jammeh is dying for us, we should also die for him. Do you recall making that statement? And if yes, what did you mean by it?
State House.
When the vehicles were given at State House,
Police carrier speak DJ.
In my police carrier, I never gave a speech.
It was Interior Minister may speak the State House. Vote of thanks Teladi.
It was the Interior Minister who gave that speech at the State House. In fact, he gave the vote of thanks.
Biriye motor distribute Interior Minister diamota then ya Jammeh conclude.
When the vehicles were distributed, the Interior Minister gave the vote of thanks, then Yaya Jammeh spoke. After that, nobody else spoke again.
For always.
I cannot remember ever saying something like this, but what I always say
is promotion would be based on merit.
Promotion would be based on merit.
And we should be loyal to the President, who is the Commander-in-Chief, and the Republic of the Gambia, and to serve our people's interests.
I always say that President Jammeh is the Commander-in-Chief, and we should the Gambian people should be loyal always.
We should be loyal to the country.
We should be loyal to the country.
The Republic of the Gambia. We should
be loyal to the Republic of the Gambia.
I guess when he says it in English, there's no need to repeat it,
okay.
Unless you interpret it into Mandinka.
All right.
Please continue, Mr. Baji.
The reason why I say that, every country you see has a leader. And any leader, any sitting leader, if he has not been ousted by elections, nothing else should have removed him. The way he came really was not correct. We all know, because we were all PPP. But when he came, what he did and what the former regime did that he ousted were so different that it was just like day and night. This TRRC never took place in the PPP time. What all he did,
for loyalty only to the president, carefully to the Republic of the Gambia, because Niena Fenko Jibe Nimbenkala every 5 years.
Because what I used to say is, what is important is loyalty to the Republic of the Gambia. So because every time when I am swearing, if you
5
listen,
years.
Sanjilu
every 5 years when I am swearing,
ni very engaged la.
when they are re-engaging me, that's how I swear.
Anila bankoe.
I used to say that you should be loyal to your government and to your country. That's what I always say.
And lastly, in relation to the witch hunt incident that we've discussed,
And
we've received evidence stating that after some of the victims were released from Baba Job's compound, some of them were interviewed by Halifa Saleh. But then as a result of that, they were subsequently arrested by the police. And in fact, one of the witnesses said that they were taken before you at the police headquarters. After they had a discussion with you, you released them. What can you tell the commission about victims of the witch hunt incident who were interviewed by Halifa Saleh and then arrested by the police?
I'm asking, who are those people?
So this individual has not yet testified. I can give you the name of the person, but it's someone who was detained at Baba Job's house as part of the witch hunting exercise. After they were released from Baba Job's house, he and some other individuals were interviewed by Halifa Saleh. But as a result of that interview, they were arrested by a police officer from Banjulinding police station. And they were taken to police headquarters to meet with you. After they had a discussion with you, you released them. Do you recall that?
What I am going to say, I'm just hearing that now. I was never aware of anything like that.
Yalong officer may arrest.
The officer who arrested them.
I don't expect that you would know the individual.
No, I understand it, but officer
I
may
understand.
arrest.
But the officer who arrested them.
Officer nyimfoe bantenga si officer nyesi. Fasa confirm ko ye natin tell office.
I am ready to sit down with that officer and the person himself, whether he will agree to say that they were ever brought to my office.
Ntela office is the IGP's office. Confrontation nenebuka keje or accused person arrest ka nati direct to my office.
My office is the IGP's office. No confrontation takes place there, and arrested people are not brought to my office. If it happens, then I wasn't aware, and it will be... I'm not aware of it. I'm not aware of it.
So the objective of the question is to find out whether or not you ever received a directive to arrest people who were interviewed by Halifa Saleh during the witch hunt incident.
What I could remember is there was a time Keba called.
Yeah, I have never arrested anybody. I have never directed anybody to arrest anybody. But there was a time when the big man called me.
I call Akonye ngata Halifa Noma. I mold the record. Kamkoda babu malon for Kamkoda le or what?
He told me to go after Halifa Saleh because Halifa had a recorder, whether it was a camcorder or what.
Yaya Jammeh ordered the Bira ordered the ransom for 1 week.
Yaya Jammeh gave that order, but I refused to carry it out for 1 week.
Up to the following week,
Up to the following week,
I ain't telephone, I ain't caution.
he called me and cautioned me
That ninga I meant for your nimbake.
that if he gives me a directive and I refuse to do it,
I will regret munati namba my wulu.
I will regret the day that I was born into this world.
And I will regret munana fanang mfitita nyin dunia kon.
I will regret for coming out into this world.
Biraya ofonye
When he told me that,
nga fonna family.
I told my family,
Nga fon koto mali.
I told my elder brother,
The following 2 days,
the following 2 days,
I called Kekoteke wato le wulta.
he called again. That was the time when I got
I
up.
called Sutole fa nga for around 2, 3, 4.
He called me at night around 2, 3, 4.
Ntenin director, former director NIA, Ntata Halifa ya.
Myself and the former director of the NIA, we went to Halifa.
With one officer, Mal Nyinata Otola.
With one officer, I forgot his name.
Nko Halifa eko, nko ya akili na nata.
I told them to call Halifa, and he was called and he came.
Nka eko, President Yaya Jammeh.
I told him, President Yaya Jammeh.
Akunga nange mutange samba NIA.
He said we should come and arrest you and take you to the
For
NIA.
mwalo ebe mwole interview kamba.
Whether I don't know you were interviewing
For
people
munebe kere ntemalo.
or whatever was happening, I'm not aware.
Nka eko ngedani, furuntenga tara on the safe side ntolbe.
I told him that I want to appeal to you so that we all can be on the safe side.
Nka anati na ngata to the NIA.
I told him bring it so that we can go to the NIA.
Yara fa watu Keba sent another pickup.
On the whole, Keba sent
Yaya Jammeh.
Yaya Jammeh sent another pickup
Ka check whether
check.
the orders mba tamandila le fonta tamandila.
to check whether we were carrying out his orders or not.
Ntol nata for Churchillstown essence roto.
We came all the way to the Churchillstown petrol station.
Ngaje pickup lota with tinted glass.
I saw a pickup stand by with tinted glasses.
Molbe konoto ngaje lease jita.
People were on board the vehicle, but I saw Lees disembark from the vehicle.
Lease Len, the former director of NIA Membanta.
He was the former director of the NIA. He is late now.
Halifa Besiri nkolisi ko alinyen samba make sure fenkana muta keba ko aliadi tenji.
I told Lees, the big man said, you take him away. Halifa was sitting down. But make sure nothing happens to him.
Nkai ko ala samba la office for somanda aliyella mo yabe mun directives ledi.
I told them to take him to your office till in the morning and wait for directives from him.
Kabo lungon tema mfellonje after nata mo ya samba court after a matter you withdraw ya release. No fana mo.
I later heard that he was taken to court, but from that moment I didn't hear anything about it until I heard that he was taken to court and later the case was withdrawn and he was released.
Thank you very much for answering my questions, Mr. Baji.
Barka bake yenna ñinin karol jaabi ñame
Lumbara yenna
Mr.
ñinin
Badji.
karolu jaabi.
I will now hand over to the commissioners if they have additional questions.
Lambe di la commissioner sonda ni ñinin karol soto di ñinin kala ñinin.
Hekatu domandi mfanambe appeal la domandi.
You will get a chance to make a final
I
statement.
know, but ilanying last diamo. Natra is singing this particular person nati. Ntenga si tesi I see the officer mayor nati I see. Ibajela ko there will be no truth in it. Koya nati na office there.
What I want to appeal here is the last question that you asked. If this person can agree to sit down, for me to sit down, and whoever is involved to sit down, so that we can clear up the matter, that's what I want.
We will follow up with this individual. Whenever we get additional information, we address it with the witness concerned to see what they have to say about it. So be rest assured that our investigation is always ongoing. Mr. Chairman, I hand over to the commissioners, and then Mr. Baji wanted to make a final statement in Jola.
Chairman Sedo Felisa Mbadi Lalla, and Afanabella Flakala Kumakalabangol for Ninjola Kango.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you, Mr. Baji, for your testimony.
Barakabake, Mr. Baji, La Sidiara.
Commissioners, if you have any questions to ask, please indicate. Yeah, Commissioner Carr, followed by Commissioner Kinte.
Commissioner Ka.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Kabaraka
Mr. Baji, I
Mr.
have two
Chairman.
questions to ask. The first is, what impact did your victimization have on your family?
Na ñini kar folo wolom ñi mantoro ye min soto ten ay mune sabo il fangola ni la dimbaya
muka parele kamura kan ning safo ya jamentela life la destroy.
I find it very difficult to go over these things or to repeat what happened. But what I can say, Yaya Jammeh destroyed my whole life.
Because birabente mutakang dillu lebem dinkelu.
Because when he was arresting me, I had 5 sons.
Nadin keba mabe grade 6, 7.
My eldest son was at grade 6, 7.
Ite fango yalone amu loyalty sa.
You yourself know him, he's a lawyer now.
Be pare ndil labango was 7 to 8 months.
My last child was 7 to 8 months.
Mbukandi ngolje ko nyante jela nyameng.
I don't see my children as I want to see them.
Be kaso kono.
I was in jail.
Hani nadimbal natam visit.
Even if my family members come for a visit,
prison officer is a confirm no a military officer would abelola 5 meters aikido tilintani nadimbalga.
Even the prison officers can confirm that. A military officer will come with a gun, he will stand 5 meters away and point his gun at me and my family.
Nadimbal nintefango traumatized.
Myself and my family, we were all traumatized.
Many a more far.
Those who killed people.
New will be to visit like Kiditibuka Bulenoma.
When they are going for visits, no man follows them with a gun.
Nin directives mantaraje, ikanyin kidol mentil inteni nadimbaka tekela.
If there were no directives, those who point this gun at me and my family will not take place. That went on for many years. So many things.
9 years, 10 years.
I was sacked from my job. I'm now sitting down for 9 to 10 years now.
Andunga sanji mwane ke in the police neneman sanji mwane mfula neneman chachi to fango soro in my police career.
I spent 22 years in the police and I even never got a charge sheet from the police. After that, wherever I go,
men yalong woman can style.
Those who know me, they know that that's not my style.
But men malo e ka fole hay nyin bandio lekadil yene soronno that stigma hanibi wobembala.
Those who don't know me will say that this man is a criminal, he was dealing with criminals. I still have that stigma on me. My family, the same thing, my sons.
My kids.
Can I ask my second question? The second question is regarding the problems that you faced, or the problems that existed within the police during your time as IGP. Because part of our mandate is to look at the institutional failures or the institutional problems that led to the human rights violations that happened during the 22-23 years of Jammeh. I just want to understand some of these problems.
Problem jamal min keta sako police kunda katun tola doko e min din tola wolon kan kol kis ka long isaje nga ko gibe mba ya marla nyame sa ngite be emune sto be min fola moliye police kunda mbete mbo min to mun kulle nyanta tamala ji
tonya diata alai.
Truly speaking,
during the era of Yaya Jammeh la wato
Yaya Jammeh's era,
Yaya Jammeh la beti.
Yaya Jammeh was the soul and everything.
Ntol head soul.
We the heads of departments.
Mbejele to damarek.
We were just there in name, by name.
Billahi wallahi tallahi.
I swear by the 3 swearings in the name of Allah.
Atilim abeti, atila ben control. I for wale katama.
He was everything. He controlled everything. Whatever he says, that's what takes place.
Atelema beti.
He is everything. He is all.
Nyindol mumo beje.
All these others who were there,
Tole rek.
they are just there by name.
Ning alatema Mr. Ka.
Between me and Allah, Mr. Ka,
Ni jita ekafula alhamdulillah suto ibuka sino.
if you close from work, you will say Alhamdulillah, thanks to God. But at night, you cannot sleep.
Ni tata office auto always.
If you go to the office,
Isin killing obe banta, isin killing obe konoto.
always one leg is in the office, the other leg is outside.
Yaya Jamme.
Yaya Jammeh.
Atile mabit.
He is everything. He is all.
So nya diata alay.
Truly speaking, by
Momo
Allah.
nateja emen tumi.
Anybody who comes here, if he accuses
Na
anyone,
yetingani alatema.
if he stands and tells the truth between him and God,
Na memfali albajela.
what I told you here, you will see it.
Foniko eba makwela ka bag.
Unless somebody wants to back or help him.
Because Nsafo Mr. Ka Ntolbejele, we were not independent.
I say, Mr. Ka, we were there, but not independent.
Mansa osotono.
We cannot carry out anything that we want to do.
Hani interior minister memu boss wafango bukahani.
Even the interior minister, who was the boss, he is always afraid.
Kebane ne instructions do fango denanung konga ali arrest nga samba ya detained on a civil matter, breach of contract at Basse.
He once gave me an instruction to go and arrest Ali for a breach of contract at Basse, so that let me go and arrest him and detain him.
Antuman Gela la loyati.
Antuman Gay was his lawyer.
Balanta nga minister called minister katete hanyala kadiamu.
I refused, and I called the minister. But the minister said he's afraid to talk.
Mansonka Ali arrest for 1 week. The second week, I NIA clear, NIA arrest ya Samba Basse ya detained Basse police station.
I refused to do it for 1 week. But after the 1 week, he called the NIA. They went and arrested Ali and took him to Basse for 1 week.
And he told Fango ya long, it is purely civil, but more mahani in New York.
They all know that it was purely a civil matter. But none of them was afraid to defy him.
Tenga advice nkaeko talk to AG Puria Nyinsu for breach of contract. Amansong.
I talked to the AGs. I told them.
No, I talked to the president.
I talked to the president himself.
Urai AG's chambers use Wale Ali la company sue
I
for
told-
not completing the construction of Basse Hospital and Kuntaru Hospital.
I told the president to use the Attorney General's chambers to sue Ali for a breach of contract for not completing the health center or the hospital at Basse and Kuntao.
But I mean responded to because number ma respect.
What he responded to me, I cannot say that here, because I have respect for my mother.
NIA tata arrest ya detained at the end of the day Antumani AG's chamber sue.
They went and arrested him. The NIA arrested him. But at the end of the day, Antuman sued the Aegis Chambers.
As Biri Beji, Biri entered Samba prison, ye Aegis Chambers Fidro entered Masu personally.
When we were there, when I was taken to the prison, they decided to change the matter and they sued the Yejumalesu. They withdrew the case. Yejumalesu.
Entered Malesu,
They
claiming
sued me
26
alone,
million.
Claiming 26 million for me alone.
Alata kola former justice Babanding Jobate, I matter news stroke out Sinya Fula, Akakosnye award, then our Babiriwa ata finally we case nyin throughout Akonye Mr. Baji, I could still remember Antenyanala. Akonye this regime, if you are working for them, they preach you. If you are out, they put all sit on you.
Well, I thank former Minister of Justice Babanding Jobate. He refused he struck the case out twice until after when our took over the case. She also struck it out and said, Mr. Baji, when you are working for this regime, they will hail you, but the moment you are out, they turn against you.
And neo cost be check yen compensate men is roughly more than 50,000. Birim findita kaso kono le ntata Minister of Jang High Court then ye check out fango dinana world.
I was compensated for $50,000 for all this trouble, because in fact when I came out, I had to go to the High Court for them to take care of that, and that was the time I was given a check.
Nsimem for Mr. Keba would give you instructions today. The next minute, Akama for where would you start?
I will inform you with one thing today. The big man will give you instructions today. Tomorrow he will stand and say he has never given you instructions like that.
Senior officer dola kedola ntefanga melon sin kalini alquran
he did that to me several times, and he did it to others several times, again and again and again. I can even swear to the Quran that this is what he was doing to us.
Thank you. Commissioner Kinte, you have the floor.
Mr. Baji, I have just a few questions. You told us after your arrest, your father, mother-in-law were arrested.
Mr. Baji, ndifana ngini dantan ni soto. Iko kabri yete muta. Kabri yete muta ibuta je na te fama muta ni bama ani ibitang.
And your wife.
Anila muso.
And you told us then your youngest child was only 8 months old, meaning breastfeeding.
Ni nata fuko wato idingo mindo yata idingol be kono wata be susu wala be karise.
What was their fate, especially of the child, the small child? That's my first question.
Idingo aketa nyadile sako mimbe susu wala. La dimba ya aketa nyadile sako ngindingo mimbe nususu wala.
Yena wife la father le arrest by the name Mamadou Diallo abe London corner.
They arrested my wife's father by the name of Mamadou Diallo. He's at London corner.
Yena wife arrest Atomu Sira Diallo ti.
They arrested my wife Sira Diallo.
Yena wife Doma arrest Bakilin Fakilin Atomu Pulo Diallo ti.
They arrested my wife's sister called Pulo Diallo from the same mother and father.
NIA le ñun be arrest ye detained ye.
The NIA arrested all of them and were detained.
Headed by Alaji Moore.
Headed by Alaji Moore.
Job.
Alaji Moore Job.
Ndingo
my child.
Ndebe kasoto ndela kasoto ta.
I was in jail. My going to jail.
Womante sila.
I was not afraid of that.
Barenkomo nadimbayal.
But my family behind me.
Olentela problem otino.
That was my problem.
Because ndingol do ya batale by then.
By me, because my kids were very small at the time.
Nkotoma was then a lieutenant colonel in the army, Usman Afele Sire.
My elder brother was a lieutenant colonel in the army, Usman. That's him sitting here. We are from the same mother and father. Our father got only the two of us.
You'll be the next target because
I even told him, forget about me. Don't even go to my wife. Forget about my family, because if you do that, you will be the next target. What is
senior
more
officer
painful?
Promote as chief of defense staff.
What is more painful than they arrest your younger brother, incarcerate him in a jail, and they promote you to a lieutenant colonel at the same time? How can you do that job? What kind of job will you do?
Entire family barely traumatized.
My entire family, whole of them were traumatized.
Again, anata nisole famala koreto.
That was not all. Again, he said he saw a cow in my father's heart.
Family balanta alabula samba
He brought two female cows, because he said the cow he saw in my father's cow herd, he wants to make that charity. So he brought two female cows. Initially, my family refused, but I told them no. Take these female cows and give him the cow. Let him take it away.
The same solo boja
The same Solo Bojang brought those 2 female cows and he took away the bull. But before they can make it charity, the bull died.
My other question is, how long have you stayed in the prison? Were you locked up in the prison?
Nas ñini kar flanjang wolom ye sanji jelle ke sorondula.
Mbe maximum security wing da marning ala naselo kono sanji lulu kari woro.
I was in the maximum security prison alone for 5 years, 6 months.
They come and arrest, ye prosecute. You can't tell you what
People I arrested and prosecute. When I was incarcerated, those were the same people who were locked up with me.
Yentani wole bulaje for a prison officer dola hajo tinya ka fay ali ma kontongolok. Iko Obama an intelligent bakirin fakiri wo kantele support. You dismiss ya samba court ya fine heavily. Mumimbota salum farafenya ko malo muntole.
There was a prison officer. There was a prison officer called Ali.
Commissioner.
A police commissioner. They said that man had sympathies for me.
Related to him.
They said I was related to that man. They said I was from the same mother and father with that man's mother. So this is how they decided to destroy the man's career. And the man is all the way from Salum, whom I don't know. But they decided to destroy his career just like that.
Ya dismissed le hani biamantara doko la bepare ya samba court ya fined heavily.
He was dismissed, take him to court and fined heavily. Up to now he's not working. Officer. And he was a senior officer. Just because of me. I don't even know Ali. I don't go to the prison. When I close from work, I am at home. Or I am at the office.
Please, sorry.
Thank you. Deputy Chair, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, witness.
Barakabaki Chairman, Barakabaki Sedo.
We are sorry for your audio.
Behakatula ila kuol mi alonko ku dimbingol min ketela.
But I have a few questions.
The
The first one is in relation to the rumors that you had about the witch hunts in the army barracks and at the NIA.
Follow wolo nguno ite mi moynu in buwa kuol army barracks and in Fajara barracks.
Army barracks and NIA.
And in NIA, sorry.
You were a service chief.
Police kewati.
And I would like to believe that you had good relationships with the service chiefs in the NIA and the army.
Andung belala nyina ko itini nyim police kebal ini temol betiata numbakele.
Did you call your colleagues to confirm the rumors?
Foye mo nyol kumandi ne le mo nyo kebal ke kumandi ko ngingununo nyinin ka kalo.
Make andunta kela andunte hanyela ngake ite bukalo ni njumale kadiamu.
I didn't do it, and I wouldn't have done it also because you don't know whom you are talking to.
Ntol damangol system wonyin tatale to a point whereby service chief sol damangol ka sobi nyolale.
The system went up to a level whereby we, the service chiefs, we are suspicious of one another. You don't know who is who.
Area, you don't call.
As far as they have come to your area, you don't call.
As ceremonial unit heads.
We were just there as ceremonial unit heads.
But
the person who controlled it, my sister, you are a Gambian, you know who was in charge.
It was still on rumors. You also had rumors about the witch hunts in the other offices and in the communities. According to your testimony, the CIU did not provide you any information on those incidents.
CIU
But yet, they had sworn to protect the lives and properties of Gambians.
But hanifo be itol kalitale kaje ko banko dingol kanta.
How could they have done that if they were not investigating and letting you know what was happening?
Itol po kino la nyaadi le ni mangin ko kiskis ka nin ko ci ka tandi la ka sindima.
Mbare muso.
My sister.
Ni mang molong imalong.
If you don't know a person, you don't know him.
You can be a minister for so many years at the affairs of labor.
You can be a minister for so many years, but you will not have any business with each other.
Position saba foi.
I'll tell you 3 positions.
IGP.
IGP.
Director NIA.
Director NIA.
Minister of Interior.
Minister of Interior.
Amaro Mandia, ibe under command.
They are very difficult positions. If you are there, you are under command.
Ibe under command. Nyinsia yu nyama mafango. Ka attempt ka ko investigate.
You are under command. The CIU, they are not even mad to attempt to do any investigation about that.
Ngamira jay ete fango yalo yes civil ye la rights tole pour que la nyanto yitandi ka demonstration ke siloka.
I think you yourself, you know your right, like that you have the right to demonstrate.
Ye jumale jaja ka demonstrate siloka.
Whom have you seen demonstrating on the road? We all know what happened here. The people whom we hoped on, who knew God more than us, who pray to the dead bodies. We saw all of them, we all saw them. Who among them had the daring mind to tell him, what you are doing, stop it? And we all hear what he was doing to imams. Nobody or whoever who came out to tell him that what you are doing is not correct. That's the bottom line. We shouldn't blame anybody. What happened when you agree is that. When you don't agree is that. But even if yourself, you were there, you know the system, you will agree with me.
Finally, working hours are supposed to, we have fixed working hours. Is it normal for a superior officer to call anybody at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning?
Akakewol nyama puru nyaton ko ay mo kumandi wato mi alon ko mol jita do ko wati tikere talam kata talan saba suto
kamu mosi fa kumandi
ka do kulalu
nyaton ko nying ayalla do kulal kumandi talam fula kata talan saba nyol
bare muzo.
My sister, every job has its rules. But the man with powers, if he didn't look at those rules, whatever he likes, that's what he does. What can you do? There is nothing you can do or say about it. We were there, but we were not ourselves. This is why I said all those who were involved in so many things, even the killings, I said, may Allah protect us. Even yourself, if you were there, you might be involved in something which was worse than that. Working with that man is very difficult. Whatever I said here, if I tell lies against him, may Allah punish me. I'm not angry about him, against him. Is a big family. I will not swear by the Al-Quran and come and sit down here and tell lies. Because the family I am from, if you go to Fonyi, Kapakunda or Bajikunda, they will tell you or you will know where I hail from. But I will not sit down and tell lies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Commissioner Imam Jallo, you have the floor. Yeah, come.
Witness,
Sedo,
I want to ask you two questions.
ndelafte nyininkar fula damal.
The first question
Nyininkar fulo,
is about Mustafa Sise,
Mustafa Sisi lako.
that gallant police officer
Wo so police so benyi
who stood firm by what he believed
milota pambanke alata minna.
and refused to take any orders, no matter where they are coming from.
Abalanta ka kangol ta mi alonko abota dawoda te ala haju tije.
If there were 20 more officers of the armed forces of the Gambia
Ni atara mo muang bijele mi alonko police olom mi alonko ibe Gambian olom
who took the same stance,
mi alonko wol fanan be lorin ne kate lota nyame.
what do you think would have happened?
Yemune mira wala be kelano.
Bi mu be sila ke ya itandi.
But today, every man will show his manhood.
Bare kunung
But yesterday,
ning alatema.
between me and Allah,
Mustafa mala ke ya itandi.
Mustafa didn't show his manhood. At the
Abala
time.
balango kelalle.
He refused.
Ning alatema nkawle fu ntol
I'm
police
saying
kidi ten tol bulu.
between me and Allah, we policemen, we don't have arms.
Ngamira kidol be soja rol le bulu.
The soldiers were the people with arms.
Ning Gambia nol fanan keta no ngali akilin kono kombe kolia men kono ka bondi mbe fintita.
If Gambians were together having one intention, we all came out.
Ngamira the average civilian population wala siata police wol ni soja rol beti.
And I think the average civilian population was more than the police and army.
Itolma hani dame.
Where they were afraid to come out.
Police Jumale Bala life risk la or any security officer Jumale Bala life risk la.
Which policeman or security man will dare to risk his life?
Nsa fwe ya jame birai bankota to date.
I'll
To
tell
tell a
you,
time.
yeah, Jame, when he took over this country to date, during my time,
the 15th or the 16th IGPT. Dolbeje what?
I think I was the 15th, I am the 15th or the 16th IGP. Somewhere there,
Ni mala wala eta headquarters ibena talol jela.
if you don't believe that, go to headquarters, you will see the pictures there.
Ateleke hire aye fire.
He hires them and fires them.
And I can see TV to akafo mbe buried la 6 feet, 9 feet deep. Ngamire ka omwe.
And he sits over the TV saying, I will bury you 6 feet or 9 feet deep. If
Jumali
you look
nene
at
lota.
TV,
Alpha Jumal ne lota Gambia kata ya jamia kafa e kame for stop.
which elder ever came up or stood up and went to Yaya Jam and tell him, stop what you are doing.
Haina fal ntenga respect le. Di no leng.
This is why I said I respect Hannah Fall.
Wo muso.
That
no
woman,
respect back.
I respect her very well.
Kata ate lota le. I
Because
can ningwa challenge.
She stood up in front of the man himself and challenged him.
Ning mo Jamal beje. Almame Jamal ning pastor Jamal lota nu yeokenu nyimbeta kela.
If many imams and pastors stood up at the time and did what she did, some things happened, they will not take place.
Nyinkuo mo kana mo blame. Nyinkuo be mo ya jamel. Be mahani.
Let's not blame each
alata.
other. This thing all was committed by Yaya Jammeh. Let's have faith in God and forgive each other.
My next question is,
Nyininkar flanjango wala
you stood in front of the aircraft
ite lota klunti la nyata.
and you with the intention to stop it from flying off.
Ngani yo soto kaje ko klunti la nyankanati.
Where were the civil aviation authority officers who are supposed to do that task?
Authority officers wala benu muntole.
And why didn't they do that?
Ko be tolle bulum ne tol manga okay.
Ibebe lori ngamen fo moma hanyala but ntes bal danela commissioner ali the present chief of protocol kilnani Alaji Martin Jang aba confirm la ali kamen fali.
They were all there standing and seeing. But I am appealing to you, you can call the present chief of protocol Alaji Sise and Alaji Martin, you can call them here and they will confirm this.
And minister Kotol Bebe Jane diplomats dolbe ja hanibi ali nyininka ngamen fo tonyale nin tonyante fengo fendi ada commissioner yake.
There were some ministers who are still around, who were ministers in those days, plus other diplomats and other senior officers. You can find out if I am telling lies, anything can be done to me.
Is
Nyininkar labango oto.
if we are going to use the pretext of fear
ning atarantol bengi ngitala ntol fang bengi
Cow was
tala
down
ka
to
fa
the point where no one will shake.
Kalondi latu mi alon ko mote mamana.
People will not obey their utterances and they are swearing to their tasks.
Molte la kalo ni la nyanto ni bunyala.
What advice do you have for people who are in the army now and who are going to join the armed forces of the Gambia?
Ite ni yamar jumale soto ka di na ni sojar kundal ani mol mi alon ko be parere ne kadun sojar kunda.
Yalong wotumo there was no Minister of Defense.
At that time, there was no Minister of Defense.
Interior sotolno.
We had an interior minister.
But the system was not independent.
But the system, it was not independent.
Every 5 years.
We used to swear every five years. But what we used to swear, there were some things which are brought into the affair, and you cannot say no. If you say no, Imam, a big problem comes upon you.
At the end of the day, mile two with false charges and torturing.
With all my defiance to him, where later I found myself at mile 2 under severe torture.
With false charges.
With false charges, yes.
Mbeje.
I was there.
Mamoje.
I didn't see anybody. Those who I even defended, I stood for them. I never saw even one of them to come and visit me. Imam.
It I understand.
You will not understand.
Thank you. Commissioner Samba, followed by MMC.
Commissioner Samba, Imam, followed by MMC.
Esa.
Esa.
The question I want to ask is, you said if I hear you louder and clear.
You
were operated at the RVTH.
You operate RVTH, Loptanoto.
You were asked to go to the private block.
Private block.
And you refused, you go back to the prison.
Balanta. Murunta prison.
How was your treatment carried out?
Itala jararo nata kenyadile.
Yemen for Waleketa.
What you said, that's what happened.
I prefer, if I'm to die, let me die in prison to have a proper burial.
What I prefer is to die in prison and have a proper burial than being at that place. Let me die just like a fowl.
Because monkey told it, remember Tamakangalon.
That's the concept I had, because what was going on, I knew. What all they are planning against me or for me, I knew. That's why when they took me there,
Muta prison the police clinic membeje for 3 months.
When I went back, they took me to the prison clinic. I spent 3 months at the prison clinic. Sometimes they used to bring me to the RVTH and take me back.
Prison clinic for 3 months in Bunsane operation.
I was there at the prison clinic with Bunsane. In fact, he had eye problems up to the time he had to go and operate his eyes.
Former director of drug squad.
Former director of drug squad also had his eyes operated on. Myself, where I am, if I even look at the mobile phone, I cannot recognize the numbers unless I use lens.
Target Mbare Muso.
The target, my sister.
Mbama mbajaila baki animfama animbadimwa animonyi malmenye duake.
I want to praise and extend thanks to my mom and dad and the good people who prayed for me. Without that, I wouldn't have been here.
Kilingo is called Lucas Jata.
Those who operated me, one of them is called Lucas Jata.
Akabe stayed in Dipakundale.
He was staying at Dipakunda, a short man.
More better by adding one police doctor, Dr. Jamba of America.
Very good man, that short man, plus one police officer, Mr. Jamba. He's now in America.
Dr. Jamba,
Dr. Jamba, they operated on me.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Imam C.
Esa jërëjëf ñu ngi lay nuyu.
Sa baraka mbe kontonka.
De la gërëm ci leeral bi nga leeral nii.
Ke tentu ani ke jay ñi sen yandiro ye min ke mol ye jang.
Ak métit bi nga jaar.
Ani dimo de tambitamin.
Plus the pain that you went through.
Toogu bi nga toogoon toogu boobu dafa tàngoon trop.
The seat that you were sitting on was a very hot seat.
Yàlla moo la muccal.
It was God who helped you and protected you.
So du doon loolu doo fi wax tey.
Without that, you wouldn't have been here to talk today.
Ak li nga nettali nii.
And what you just revealed here.
Dafa am ñaari laajte li may laaj.
I have two questions.
ñoom ndure yooyu mbile yooyu kan moo leen doon lapito ci nit ñi pol yooyu. gan yu fi ñëwoon.
Those Fula marabouts, who was doing their translation for them?
Wati do solo ka kele wati do kedo beje wo fanan ka kele.
Sometimes Solo used to translate for them, but they came with another man who sometimes takes over the translation.
Mem fango mwila translator ti wo fango bejele.
Their translator, the man who in fact was their translator, was there.
Wo fana nyim fe wulengol le do.
He also wore these red things as the other marabouts.
Ate surua kango moile.
He can speak Wolof.
Ninyo ni nyinkeba afa fula kangoto.
When the man talks to me in Fula,
Atesa interpret molye.
He will interpret it to us.
Solo degana pol.
Can Solo speak Fula?
Solo akakumadol fonyele from Fula to Jola language.
Solo used to tell me some things, translate some things from Fula to Jola.
Irani nyuno nataje.
When he came with his people there.
Bare tola translator fanambeje woka surua kangole fontoli.
But they have their own translator there who was talking to us in Wolof.
Birimben kala fango surua kango mba repeat kan.
Even when we were swearing, we had to swear in Wolof. The second question.
Kim tuumale won sàccana ko xaalis Jibril.
The man he accused for stealing his money, Jibril.
Xaalis bi ñaata la woon.
How much was that money?
Lim ko tuumi xam nga moom dafa joxoon Jibril daf doon di jënda gerte kanilay amee seko bi.
What he accused Jibril of was he had a seko at Kanilai and he used to buy groundnuts.
Jibril moo dee jënda gerte mu jox ko xaalis bu bari.
Jibril used to buy those groundnuts and he gave Jibril a lot of money.
Be pare joxoon na ko maalo muy jaay.
And he also gave him rice which Jibril was selling.
Xaalis boobu moom lim doon di claim lu fa réer is about roughly 2 million plus or 1 million plus. Wante ñun recover nañ 1 million plus si office Jibril.
One he was claiming was 2 million or 1 million or 2 million plus, but we recovered over 1 million from Jibril's office.
Moom naka la mujjee woon.
How did he end up?
Comme li malawa.
Just what I said. Nobody agrees with him. When he went to court, he pleaded guilty. They jailed him. It was very painful to me. I cannot do anything in it. I tried to even appeal for him. Those who agreed with me to appeal on his behalf, when we reached there, they all pulled out their heads and left me alone.
Naka sa yaram bi léegi wéroo de.
How are you? Well, the witness said he's still sick.
Jégal yi nga jégal fi nit ñi itam ñu ngi la cee sant de la ci gërëm parce que rafet na trop.
We extend thanks to you for the forgiveness you have just said here, the people that you forgive.
Thank you very much indeed. Mr. Baji, if you have any closing remarks to make, you may proceed.
I
have just 2 small points that I think you can include in your closing remarks.
Kundim flale bemblo mi alon ko isi kafun bana ila kuma kangol be ni la ime windi la jamal molla.
It was not easy for me to pigeonhole you throughout your testimony this morning and this afternoon.
Amansono yambulu puru nga idetendi ila CDRO kono somanda kana nyintil bulokan.
Victim, perpetrator, defender of justice, brave man standing up amatu Yajame, not obeying orders that he's given you.
Mo minu mantorata ani minu le kukurungol ke minu be tonya to purka to inata lo kaje ko ka tonya tamandi.
And the difficulty of pigeonholing was compounded
Ani ko min kolyata kaje ka koldete ako be dimita
in answering questions that counsel was putting to you.
Kanyin kol ni jabe counsel ni karol min be dilela.
You were very skillful in presenting different sides of the same answer.
Kamunta ko yelondo sotol kenne ke kaje ko kanyin kol be tembendi ila jabirol to.
And for me, in the context of your preamble, which was Tonya Diata Alaye,
Aninte fa komila kuma ko ka fodameng Tonya Diata Alaye.
You said Tonya Diata Alaye this morning. I was counting 89 times.
Ika fo nyamin Tonya Diata Alaye kabri ba fo kanga kontlata fo tanse nin kononto.
And this afternoon twice.
But in the
context of that, so I was a bit not clear as to where I should categorize you. You have really presented, I mean, in areas, all these points that I mentioned, protective justice, those people who were going to be treated unjustly, you refused them to go ahead with that kind of order.
Ila ñing kono nta fono la mbe la kol fa wala la ñame parce que ñi molu ya la kol samba ñame ko pour mal la fi ni tata luwa to kana luwa lay kan katung ye ku yol min kela.
So the 2 points or 3 points Imam Jallo referred to fear. That was going to be my third point, but I would mention it in any case, just in case you have a view on that.
Kufula fo saba Imam Jallo e min fo isewol ke la kuma labangol to sila mi alon ko comme sila ngol ko lam isa bulela diamol kono ni bela kuma kangol di la jamamul.
The 3 points are
wo sabol wolom
enabling an authoritarian ruler,
ka sembe la maralla makoy.
The other one motivated by fear,
do wolem nyinti silango ye kudundi mo kono.
And the third one is not carrying out illegal orders.
Labango wolem nyinti kabalan ka kukurungulu tamandi menu mo kang diringuluti.
But all this in the context of the chief police officer of the land.
Nyimbebe kuomen kono wolem memu bankola police kuntonkoti.
So after that long preamble, here are the the points that I want to find out from you. When should an IGP enable an authoritarian ruler? And when should the IGP not enable an authoritarian ruler?
IGP nyanta sembela maralla makoila mintole wala IGP nyanta sembela maralla nyanta balanna sembela maralla bulu tukunjumale to.
The second point, when should the IGP be motivated by fear and not do things that he wants to do? As you had indicated at the very beginning of your testimony this morning, that there were things you couldn't do them because of certain fears.
Do munyinati ko silanya ko mun kulle sake bu silanya sa sabu hanifo isiko dol ke men ya lon ko silanya le kawol dundi kono ko ya funu nyami nyi somanda.
And then the third last point is, when should the IGP flatly disagree or refuse to carry out illegal orders?
Sabanjang wolem tukunjumalam IGP nyanta balanna Puruka kuolu ke men ya lonko kangolem ye bula menna bari nyil mu kukurungul leti ye balang purukeke.
If you don't mind responding to this in your closing remarks, please proceed now to make the closing remarks.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Be Commissioner Contona and Lead Council Nalamul.
My sincerest greetings to the commissioners and the lead council and all the councils and all present.
Journalists
and all those present here.
Mr. Baji, sorry to interrupt you. I'm being reminded that you wanted to do it in Jola, so I'm getting an indication from the interpreters that I should ask you if you want to still do it in Jola so that they would take position.
Okay, njomwe safe bukana tu kamidere.
My sincerest greetings to everybody present here.
Di bukana kami kajikera ketiasi.
To all those here who are looking at the TRRC.
Njombwe saf kotu.
My greetings to all of you.
Titerombe de mitay.
Between me and Allah.
Waniregundere.
What I said here.
Yomi malegenam.
That's the truth.
Because emite regnicoli.
Because I fear nothing now except Allah.
Nurodok dani fanao ya jame.
I worked for this man, Yaya Jamme.
Na kano aji bare wana kana mbukana tu kujujo.
Kabrim IG pinu. When I
was the IG, what he did to me, everybody saw it.
Ko waniregem always anifana wanakam bukana kola funi.
Kom ka funu nyame wate. Nangin keba ay minken tola mol la foni.
Just as I used to say, what he did to our people at Foni.
Amustaka wa division yokon in the Gambia babe.
Aina make hani division killing Gambia jam.
He didn't do that kind of thing to any other division in the Gambia here.
Bukana kodi kujukutu mfoni.
Mol mi alon koy mela mol je Foni.
People who didn't see their people in Foni.
Yo fanka jupo compared to other regions.
Ufangole siata katambi region dol
is far more than what happened to other people in other regions.
Bukana kola kunifana kola kala kono mansa kundae kanifana kulum makesor.
Na kebalu na nyaton kolo minube nu nyaton kayala watu mansa kunda dokola mansa na keba ay minul soron.
Our people who were working in the government, the people that he locked up, our elders.
Ko kufanka jupwe division yani mofaume.
Wolfongli siata katambi division
was more than what he did to other people from other divisions.
Nimamang ano la konkainte nora nujodi hachileli jambu jodi funya fole.
Laftale momo be la mweka itani hakilola ikana tani jusola.
I want to remind everybody listening to use to be cautious, but don't take things angrily.
Anifana wanaka mwafaume.
Nangin keba president ya jemme ay minke na banko kono jang.
The president, former president Yaya Jammeh, what he did to the people of this country.
Nje ni yamfu dibukana tu kanagam ni yamfu kuyete mite ni yamfu.
Nte yamfatale ani hali mol mi yentelipa yamfate alala kola.
I have forgiven him, and even those who beat me, I have forgiven them all because of Allah.
Wan njombo nalawe bukana kola.
Saimbeda membenna mol ndole danika.
Now I am appealing to my own people.
Njeni bibi TRC ana force auto mi bil TRC.
Ntefele nata TRC and momente force prunga na TRC.
I came to the TRRC, but nobody forced me to come to the TRRC.
Ana jeltom, ana harasutom, ana nagutom.
Momante ning, momam malundi, moman lipa.
Nobody insulted me, nobody shamed me, and nobody beat me to come here.
Ujuja ebilembo tate.
The reason why I came here.
Baba kasankene kaonkun karesa kumbom foebi mi rek set
asotota le minul fana sedi yaro ke jandi en tofule waliati nanata pour ka kana ko kumol sen yandi fay sen ya set.
People came here before me, witnesses talked about me, and my name was mentioned. This is why I said, let me come and clear up everything.
Njombo na laweru.
Mbal danikam.
I'm appealing to you.
TRC tapale ledo.
TRRC tapale tiji.
TRRC, there is no fraud here.
Anun kuleb de rib an purka kaje an tonya ku mange beka jumen.
Andu mantra ka mol no ma purka kaje ko ketinya. Ilafta ka tonya le sabatindi na bankoka.
They are not after everybody to tarnish your image or to witch hunt. They are here to establish the truth of what happened in this country.
Tonya e bajo jad.
Nin tonya sotota.
If there is the truth,
then kayam fora panku ngolen ku kan tilinge kanjat anu regja wa mediaw
saje ko nyo seyo nyimbe kelale nim tilingo tamata.
When the truth is established, then we will be able to forgive one another, to reconcile.
Ni mama me simeta sawunya bukana kola sumudbo
ngalo nengi sangi dantangol min tambita na molia gemandia.
I knew that within these past years, our people, where they live, things were very bad for them.
2017 B18 baba incidents ya jupo ya kamifuni.
Kabo 2017 kata 418 kujamal keta funi.
A lot of things happened in Fonyi from 2017 towards 2018.
Bare njenene jiyam fuatu mu katabo tu.
Bare nteko.
Mujikerale mitai.
Nga yamfu woku bela. Istaje nga nanang nga kotu alabulumbe nga nga kekilingolti.
What I am telling them is, let's forgive one another. Let's forgive and forget and put our faith in Allah so that we can come back together and have this reconciliation.
Because yaya jame wana kami achila cheba kane di fugo fola.
Katu yaya jamate minki adamale yake akunklingole nyinko walbeke.
Because what Yaya Jammeh did was done alone by him alone and nobody else. It was him alone.
Bare bukpo kala konya baba kuchen le ko tude bare kuchen po sankile ya Jammeh yo ku ngaro manku nagula ku jola giamfua.
Bare nyi modol fana mi alon ko be siri amanke beti de ibe buso ya Jammeh minta itul fana bolta ka yejo bara manke beti oto nga yamfa.
Because what Yaya Jammeh did, well, there are people who took revenge on others, but it was all caused by Yaya Jammeh.
Not all of them.
Not all of them were guilty. Let's forgive each other, come back together, and become one. The work I was doing was very difficult.
Bare Interior Minister Omma Bosambo Dani Fanao. Bare wahuchen wobo anu manje fa ekan la kwe saimbo.
Ye nyaton kaya dinna bare Interior Minister olantala bosti aning President Yaya Jammeh. Par kudol bi yelen tafon ka kele bara manken testa woti.
I was given a leadership of the police. The Interior Minister was my boss, and Yaya Jammeh was the president. But there were many things which I do, which were even against my own will.
Yomi esofe Halifa Sallah uyu dika alawa kufule kabin karanen abe kebukanak mi alawi mankuranen yung ibaju to sembe.
Wolom Halifa Sallah la ngim mutoni anin kan ngim fulolu bulaye nanang ka mol mutaka mol mindi ngim boa ko la amanya ko taman le bar feretenna.
The arrest of Halifa Sallah and to allow these full strangers to come here and give certain concoctions to our people. Things were all against my will, but I have no choice.
Moka nene nibim jebarege mansen ya set di kuye yanku wankanya kuye gabarai.
Walatina nko purunga nana ngandanku ngana kuul sen yan difa sen set nyin kufulolu yen to fodame.
This is why I said let me come here and clarify everything that was done and said about me, my case.
Njomo na laweru.
Mbal dani kan.
I'm appealing to you.
Manji jukera TRC me ebibi puruke ekane bukana dula dokone.
TRC jibe ko mollo min nata pour kam molbe sey nyokan.
Let's look at the TRRC as a uniting force.
Mu mangali mu aksepali.
Nge kano nge ta.
Let's love them and hold them.
Njomo na lawe bukana kumbon kubade ngom di Gambia tu.
Ben badingol konton kan dani kan namolo ani Gambia to ma be.
I'm appealing to my own people and the whole of the Gambia.
Kurima kani regenya ne kantu me kujola ni regende nene Gambia tu nende reg Gambia tu Canada kon.
Anu men ko makan fana min foka man ko mba fokan jolal dam male badingol de bare mba fokan Gambia to ma be.
All what I'm saying here is not only for my relatives, the Jola people. What I'm saying here is for the whole of the Gambia.
Mofa titi fam.
Our country is a small country.
Fitne ejako de mofa.
Fitno man betia bankoto.
Civil crisis is not good for any country.
Njomo na lawe ku Gambia na tu epu banyun be koina.
Otombe Gambian kol be dan la ka bok Banjul fo koina.
I'm appealing to the whole of the Gambia, from Banjul to Koina.
Ujikera TRRC, it belongs to we the Gambians.
Let's look at the TRRC that it belongs to us the Gambians.
Because bukala konya di tabule tu anakantu apulo mof muchen ko tu babe ko wale ko tu di ula tu nureare di mofaume.
Kat niya jibe ngi mol mi besir din tabulo ko amanka ko mobe ko no mi botala bantala banko. Be Gambia len be letam Gambia.
If you look at the setup sitting at this table, the people sitting down here, none of them is a foreigner here. They are all Gambians. They all come from within the Gambia.
Njomo na lawe Gambia tu mu Canada ko mu supporta TRRC.
To be Gambia ko be dani la pour nga nyomuta nga ngin TRRC ngim makoy.
I'm appealing to all Gambians. Let's come together and also support this TRRC. Well, this is what I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Baji, for those closing remarks. We'll resume our proceedings tomorrow, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thank you very much indeed. Meeting is adjourned.
A lady worked at a meat distribution factory. One day, when she finished with her work schedule, she went into the meat cold room, freezer, to inspect something. But in a moment of misfortune, the door closed and she was locked inside with no help in sight. Although she screamed and knocked with all her might, her cries went unheard as no one could hear her. Most of the workers had already gone, and outside the cold room, it's impossible to hear what's going on inside. 5 hours later, while she was at the verge of death, the security guard of the factory eventually opened the door. She was miraculously saved from dying that day. When she later asked the security guard how he had come to open the door, which wasn't his usual work routine, his explanation, "I've been working in this factory for 35 years. Hundreds of workers come in and out every day. But you're one of the few who greet me in the morning and say goodbye to me every night when leaving after work. Many treat me as if I'm invisible. Today, as you reported to work, like all other days, you greeted me in your simple manner. Hello. But this evening, after working hours, I curiously observed that I had not heard your bye, see you tomorrow. Hence, I decided to check around the factory. I look forward to your hi and bye every day, because they remind me that I am someone. By not hearing your farewell today, I knew something had happened. That's why I searched everywhere for you. Be humble. Love and respect those around you. Try to have an impact on people who cross your path every day. You never know what tomorrow will bring.
All right, folks, the African Union has come under fire for terminating the appointment of Arakana Chihombori Quayle. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, got it. It's ambassador to the United States. Now, a spokesperson for the AU chairman's office says that she has come to the end of her political appointment after spending 3 years in the position, but her supporters believe that she is being punished for her views. Joining us now for an exclusive interview about her dismissal is the former AU ambassador to the United States. So, okay, so you were appointed 3 years ago. Who appointed you?
It was the then chairman of the African Union, Her Excellency Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma.
And who made the decision to end your tenure?
It was the current chairperson, His Excellency Mustafa Ki Mahamat.
All right, and so did you have any knowledge that they were unhappy with your performance? Was it something that you said, something that you did? Did it catch you completely by surprise?
It wasn't really a surprise. I think based on some information I had been privileged to, which I really can't disclose at this time, about 5 months earlier. So it wasn't really a surprise as such.
And so this cause, I mean, this has been lots of discussion back and forth, obviously, from your supporters. And they say that your breakdown of the history of how modern-day Africa was created, colonization, and the control or impact France has had on many African countries is why you were let go.
My supporters feel that way, and there's some suggestion and some evidence. Like I said, I'm not privy to that information, but I would. There is some evidence to that effect. Yes.
So you believe that France is still trying to silence you? Do you believe that?
Let me put it this way. Maybe I lasted longer than I probably would have based on my views on France. And it's not even my view. It's basically stating the facts in terms of what France is doing to Africa.
What they're currently doing?
What they're currently doing and have been doing for decades since the quote-unquote independence of the former French colonies, yes.
So what is happening? Because look, the reality is a lot of Americans are not necessarily hearing about what's happening in African nations. 7 of the top 10 fastest growing economies come from Africa, but you also have a significant impact of the Chinese in many African countries as well. And so do you believe that the government of France still has a lot of control over a number of African nations of their former colonies?
They have significant control over all of their former colonies, specifically 14 of them. just to give you the highlights of what they did when they were giving the independence, so to speak, to their former colonies. They forced them to sign a document which they are calling the Pact for the Continuation of Colonization. You have to understand, on one hand, they are saying we're giving you independence, which turned out to be mostly political independence, but that you also have to sign this document, which is titled the Pact for the Continuation of Colonization. So you're going to be independent, but you have to agree to continue to be colonized. So two countries said absolutely not. We are not going to sign those that document.
Those two countries?
Mali and Guinea.
Okay.
And what the French did, they went into those two countries, took everything that they thought they had brought to those two economies, poured concrete into the sewage pipes, and completely devastating the two economies. This was done as a way of letting the other countries know that if you do not sign this document, this is the fate that awaits you.
How has that negatively impacted those African countries?
It has impacted them terribly, terribly, terribly. If you look at it, you give up your, the Pact for the Continuation of Colonization said those countries were expected to deposit 85% of their bank reserves back then with the French Central Bank under the control of the French Minister of Finance. And should those countries wish to request some of those monies, because remember they were only left with 15% of their reserves, then they would have to submit a financial statement for the country, and if approved, they could only access up to 20% of whatever they had deposited the year before as a loan at commercial interest rates. The only difference now is the 85% deposits have now been lowered down to maybe between 50 and 60%. But the countries are still forced and required to deposit their bank reserves with the French Central Bank. So picture this situation. You are depositing all your monies with France. Should you need some of your money, you get it as a loan at commercial interest rates. So immediately, you have a credit with France, but you begin to owe France. This has been going on and continues to this day. So combined, the 14 countries are giving to France cash, cold hard cash, over $500 billion every year. And France takes that money and invests it in its own stock market under the French name, and the countries may or may not know the returns. Currently, for every 14 billion that France takes out of Africa, by the time they finish investing it in the French stock market, they are realizing upwards of 300 billion. So you do the math to see how much money France is taking out of Africa every year. And yet France has the audacity to then look at African countries and call them poor countries. Why would poor African countries give $500 billion to France year in and year out? What really gets me the most is, how does the world sit back and watch this carnage take place in Africa? Where is the United Nations? This is the body that's supposed to be looking out for any violations of human rights. It is my humble opinion that singularly, what France is doing to Africa is the biggest violation of human rights. Women and children are dying of starvation, youth unemployment, when the same poor countries are giving $500 billion to France. It simply does not make any sense. And I don't know how the world can sit back and watch all this unfold and nobody is saying anything. It's unacceptable. It is wrong, and we're simply asking France to do what is right, what is just, and what is fair with the Africans.
A handful of people control a disproportionately large percentage of the world's power. Whether they are political figures or business moguls, these individuals can restructure the lives of millions with a single decision. Of course, these figures inevitably make numerous enemies and require a veritable arsenal to keep them safe. From tech titans to repressive presidents, we are looking at the 10 most protected people in the world. Security arrangements at Prince Harry and Meghan's new home could cost up to $654 million, sources close to the couple report. They settled on Frogmore Cottage, an abode about 45 minutes outside of London. It is located in Windsor, Berkshire, and is near the famous Windsor Castle. According to royal expert Katie Nichol, the place is basically like a fortress. Vanity Fair has also reported that security at Frogmore Cottage is Fort Knox style, with high-tech cameras and sensors around the perimeter. Those who have been in the